For over a century, London has been marking buildings where historic figures lived with a blue plaque. Earlier this month, the lives of two remarkable Americans, William and Ellen Kraft, were commemorated by the city. The Krafts' incredible story and their escape from slavery is part of a change in how London remembers its past. Imtiaz Tyab went to meet their descendants to hear more.
Across London, on some of its finest streets, are elegant blue plaques commemorating prominent figures from the past who have stayed, lived, or worked in buildings around the British capital. Those honored range from wartime Prime Minister Winston Churchill to legendary filmmaker Alfred Hitchcock.
The names on the blue plaques are a very good measure of whatever the society at the time thinks is important.
Anna Evis is a director at English Heritage, the charity which has been responsible for placing the plaques around London for the past 135 years.
When I first became responsible for the scheme, two things struck me. Like there wasn't a huge number to non-white people, and we were getting no nominations at all for non-white people. So both of those things seemed to me to be something we needed to tackle.
Of the more than 1,160 notable people who are name-checked on the plaques, 96% are white, while only 4% have been from Black, Asian, or minority ethnic backgrounds. Something English Heritage says it's working hard to change, given London's ancient and current history of migration, as well as Britain's colonial past.
I was very excited when I found out about it.
American Julia Ellen Kraft Davis is a direct descendant of the latest figures to be immortalized with a blue plaque outside this modest house in West London. Her great-great-grandparents, William and Ellen Kraft. The Krafts had been slaves in Georgia before escaping to Britain in 1850, where they became prominent abolitionists. But it's how they escaped which, to this day, continues to amaze. The fair-skinned Ellen posed as a disabled white man, and William as his servant.
What did it feel like when you first saw that blue plaque and saw their names?
Well, it was special. I was really thankful.
Davis says the Kraft story, which also saw them learn how to read and write, become teachers, publish a widely acclaimed book called Running 1,000 Miles for Freedom, and purchasing their own home, needs to be remembered.
Our young people need to see this because this is how they consider. You know, the Krafts went through a lot to be free. And so that this is to help the young people understand. It may not be easy, you may not have a lot of money, but you know, you still need to go ahead and do the best you can.
The Krafts had several children before moving back to the U.S. after the 13th Amendment abolishing slavery was ratified. But some of their descendants still live in Britain.
Your DNA, my DNA.
Like Davis's cousin, Chris Clark, who, along with other family members, attended the unveiling of the blue plaque together.
What does it feel like to have this history here in the UK, so far away from home?
Isn't that something?
William and Ellen Kraft, figures from the past whose names won't soon be forgotten. For CBS Saturday Morning, Imtiaz Tyab, London.
Wow. Love those plaques. When you walk around and you see those, and it's nice to see now, you start having to pay attention to other people that you didn't know before.
Yeah.
And I never realized she posed as a disabled man, and her husband posed as the servant.
Because she was so fair, she could pass. In shameless promotion here, I have a piece on Sunday Morning tomorrow on the subject of passing. So be sure to watch.
Never
good
shameless.
promotion.
We'll be
good
watching it. Hell yeah.